Hey, what up, everyone? It's your boy Manly Brandon from the Most Hated live stream, and today I got kind of the unpitiable job of reviewing the new Children of the Corn movie. Now, I like the original Children of the Corn movies. The first one is not; none of them are great. Let's be real here. None of these movies are great pieces of cinema, but I mean, like they're fun and they're mindless and they're harmless. But this new one is like not fun. It's so dumb. First off, we'll start with the positives here. Let's see. Directed by and written by Kurt Wimmer, who, if you don't know, he made Equilibrium, which is a huge Matrix ripoff, but it invented the gun katas, which is one of the coolest fighting styles ever put to cinema. One of Christian Bale's breakout roles. It's just a good movie about suppressing emotions in the future. It's good. Like, if you haven't seen it, you could waste 2.5 hours a lot worse ways. But he also made Ultraviolet, which was the continuation of the gun kata with Mia Jovovich. And it's not good. It's a dumb vampire movie. He also made a movie in the 90s called One Tough Bastard, which I believe stars MC Hammer as a bad guy. So, check that out, playing against type. Hammer Man, Hammer Man. Okay, anyway, so yeah, he wrote and directed this, so I thought maybe it could be pretty cool. He's got some neat ideas. I believe he wrote Sphere, and he's written some other stuff. Like, if you look him up, he's written a lot more than I thought when I looked him up last night. And some of it's pretty good. Some of these movies are good movies. So I was like, okay, I'm all in with this. I like the concept of Children of the Corn. You kill everyone, all the adults in the town, and then hapless visitors come and they get killed too. It's fun. But this is not fun. And this also is not that, really. It's pretty strange. Spoilers, heavy spoilers, because it's the only way I can really explain this movie and how it's different, because there's a lot of really dumb differences. But so anyway, we start off, and it's a small corn town, and see, in the original, I thought, okay, this is cool. First scene, everyone's getting killed. They show these fucking adults getting killed right away. They poison them, and it kind of makes sense. That's how you would do it, Like they're killing all these old people. Some of the older kids, like teenagers that are more able-bodied, are overpowering them and killing them. So yeah, it makes sense. It's like a coordinated attack. That makes perfect sense. This one, the first scene is kids playing. It's not, and it kind of sets up the annoying main character, Bo. Her name's Bolane. I don't know why. Symbolism. But so yeah, and then it continues on, and you find out that the town's broke. They Gmod their corn, and now their soil is useless. So they go and decide they're gonna just kill all the corn, and that of course upsets some kids. It's okay. This movie, the main villainess is like a little 9-year-old girl, which is fine. That's fine. It could work that way. But in the original, it was like a preacher kid, and then like his muscle, and they were like charismatic, and both people wanted to follow them and people feared them. This is like a little girl, and I don't know about how you guys, when I grew up, if I was 11 or 12 years old, 13, 14, 15, like some of these kids, and like a 9-year-old girl is telling me to do stuff, I'm probably saying no. She's not going to be persuasive in any way to me. I don't know, maybe, and I'm from the Midwest, so this being set in the Midwest is not really that's not an excuse. We're not weird corn people, but yeah, it doesn't make any sense. So, then the movie continues on, and they capture all the adults, which doesn't make any sense, because they go from talking about rounding up the adults to them being in a jail cell, and I'm like, how did they get them into the jail cell? It's so stupid. Oh, I forgot. At the very beginning of the movie, a bunch of kids get killed because some carelessness on the part of the sheriff. A lot of the stuff that happens could be interesting. It's just not used well in the context of this movie. All the 15 kids die, and they're just whatever. I guess I'm not getting reelected. the only person who's really upset is, and it's not even really, I don't know. It's all over the place. Just like this review, I'm so sorry. I'm trying to stay focused. I'm trying to remember this movie. It's very unmemorable, and I'm like reaching into the recesses of my mind. But movie continues on, and one of the big things that bothered me about this is, okay, the creature or entity, he who walks behind the rose. In the original movie, it's implied for most of it that it's like real, but like it's not, like we don't know. This is right away. There's Groot. He looks like Corn Groot, and he just exists. And he's not an intelligent creature, like so far as he communicates with regular speech or anything. I don't understand, but I guess this is an anti-GMO movie. Like he's like, I exist because of genetically modified corn, but he's just evil and he's like a brute. He rips someone in half. That's pretty cool. But yeah, so like in the original one, like it's like okay, this guy is real. He's a demon and he possesses people, and like okay, that's cool, but you don't find out that till the end. You find this out like really early in the movie. So you like they kind of set up a scene in the middle where it's like, oh, he's not coming, and then like okay, well he is real. We've seen him, so he's coming, and it's so dumb. He's a bad villain. He's not scary. The CGI is very poor. There's no real good kills. Like one kid gets baseball batted in the back and then like his face smashed off. That's pretty cool, I guess. At one point they bury all the half the adults, and like very slowly and with like a little bit of dirt, and like they're all just crushed under this dirt despite being incredibly close to the surface. Like the deaths don't make a lot of sense, and they're not that impactful. Like the main character's mom dies, and you're like, okay, the only thing we know about her is she's cheating on your dad. The dad is a kind of developed character. He looks like he's played by a methed out Matthew McConaughey. I called him Matthew McConaughey to much fanfare with the people I was watching with. The acting all around is pretty bad. The movie doesn't look terrible, like it's well lit and well shot. It's just that CGI is bad. And it's not really a Children of the Corn story. It's like a monster from the Corn story. That's like the thing. Like the menace is kind of the kids, but like the real menace is this actual creature. And I think that was to the detriment of the movie. Like if they would have made it like maybe it's not real, maybe these people are just crazy, because like I implied earlier that there was like a weird corn parasite that could make you go crazy. And if they leaned into that could have actually been pretty interesting. Where like it's like a psychosis brought on by weird corn. Hey, I'd have been down with that. And they didn't have to call it Children of the Corn, or like call it, like make it a sequel where it's like this is taking place. It's not even taking place in Gatlin. It's a new town. It's just no real connection to the original. It's just not even really an interesting story. Yeah, all the adults die. They run out into the ones that don't get buried run out in the cornfield and are killed, assumedly by he who walks behind the rose. But he's such a brutish like creature, like that seems like an honorific for a more intelligent creature than ooh, he who walks behind the rose is here, or it's just my compressor. But I don't know. He's like an oaf. Like he reminds me of Groot. Like he looks like Groot. He could be adorable. And like at one point he had like this weird corn mask, and he like removes it, and his face is still corn. Like and then like he opens his mouth, like it's sharp corn. I don't get it. It's not good. This movie is not good. I didn't have a lot of fun even making fun of it. It's not so bad it's good. It's just inept, which is crazy because Equilibrium is a fucking awesome movie. Kurt Wimmer can do better than this. 1.5 out of 10, guys. Don't really watch this.